Hello, I'm Aaron and welcome back to the Laststandgamers channel. So today we're playing a little bit of Hardspace Shipbreaker. Now when I picked this up, I spent a lot of time building things in games, so I thought taking things apart sounds pretty damn fun. And when I saw the laser that cuts through ships and stations, I was pretty much sold on it and I wanted to have a go for myself. So full disclosure aside, I dropped them an email and they sent me a key, and that's as far as it goes. There's nothing special with the relationship between us, so I'm going to give it quite a raw review. Now when I jumped in, I was met with this really fun sort of Southern Comfort type environment where I had applied for this job. I did this strange sort of contract where I felt like I was selling my soul away, and then I was sent up here to work and scrap on this station and guided through this tutorial by this lovely chap that had so much depth to his character, and that is really hard to sort of pull off. And it became more than just a game that I thought was about cutting up ships. There was so much hidden depth to it. I found a strange log aboard a ship that was talking about robots taking over, and the company you work for, this classic total horrible company that are taking advantage of the workers. I feel like there's a lot of depth to this game. I mean, yeah, it's only in early access, but the cutting is super relaxing. Anyway, let's jump into the game and I'll show you some of the action.
Alright, now for the fun stuff.
So we've got one of the ships here. We need to take this thing apart. We've also got some work orders on our jobs today. It's a cool mix of a southern sort of comfort style, and there's quite a deep story into this game, even though you might think it's just cutting ships up. So we need to salvage the reactor, salvage the nano carbon and nacelles, as well as some metal. So they always recommend that you start with depressurizing it, but we're not going to do that. We're going to start by pulling some bits around. So we have this large tool on the side here where we can kind of pull things with it. We can also attach tethers. So I'll show you that right now. So we've got this tool. It rotates, has a rotating cutting arm, and we can cut these engines right off. So let's attempt to attach a tether to these two objects, and then we're going to tether that towards the ground like so. So that should pull both of them engine cells down to the ground. Oh, it's not, it's detached. It's a little bit weak, that tether. Let's see if we can get them both going down there. There we go. Try to save as many tethers because we're going to have to buy some more. So let's keep cutting. Keep salvaging this vessel. So there is a weird story. I found one of the holotapes when I was playing around a little bit earlier, and it seems like some machines were trying to take over. But we're working for the LYNX company. Oh, we've got the nacelles salvaged. Let's cut these other two off and then we'll get on to grabbing that reactor out of the ship. So we only need to do what's on the work order, but we can continue scrapping as much as we want. Let's see if we can pull that down. We can also use F on the top of these to push these down into that scrap area. So give that an F, give it a little bit of a pulse. It's got a weird Half-Life style feel to these weapons in it, and the space is very, very realistic. The character from the tutorial beginning, oh god, let's pull that back over there, really is quite friendly. It's a real nice way of introducing you to this world, and very, very vibrant instead of just throwing you in and getting you cutting ships down. So that's the engine cells done. We need to salvage metal and salvage the ship apart. So if we press tab now, oh well, not actually tab, that closes that off, T, we actually get a scanner. Now while we're scanning, we can't actually cut things. You can see the joints that are actually holding these ships together here. So we need to get into the airlock. We've got a little airlock here, and when we go inside here, we need to find a way of depressurizing this.
Airlock pressure levels dropping.
Okay, airlock is kicking itself open. Let's pop ourselves in here, seal up the airlock behind us, and we can go in. We can activate our headlamp.
Airlock pressure levels increasing.
There we go. It's a very cool, immersive environment here. You can see the little effects. It's got a little bit of a Borderlands feel. I don't know why as well. What's that? We've got some oxygen. We've got fuel. Let's try and grab one of them, because that'll be for our fuel tank. Perfect. We've got oxygen tank there. Top our oxygen up while we can. We need to find the reactor though. We also need to turn off and depressurize this place. So that is the pressure cycling device.
Increasing.
Okay, that has depressurized the whole cabin. Let's pop this door open.
Airlock pressure levels dropping.
Okay, perfect. So that should suck all the air out of the thing. So we've got some more devices with computers up here in the front, all scrapping. And these can go to various different areas, but I believe the reactor must be at the back then. We can cut this ship completely apart. We just can't get in there. So let's make ourselves a doorway. Look at how damn cool this is. So we'll chop that. We've took the hinges off the door. We can slide it to the side, or we can push it out the airlock. We probably need to actually make ourselves an access point here. So the reactor is up there at the top, so we're going to release the reactor by chopping these hinges. Hinge chopped. Chop that one at the back there. Get a little bit closer to it so I don't have overburn. Let's rotate that around. We don't want to cut into the reactor. It can go critical and kill us. We've got another joint over here, and this should pull this panel off the wall, I'm hoping. Okay, give it a little push. Yes, perfect. So we've got the reactor to rip off, but as soon as we rip that off, it's going to go critical. So we're going to see where that needs to go. That needs to go into that deposit bin. So we'll grab a tether. We'll tether that to the deposit bin. And as that starts to pull over, we're going to grab that reactor and rip it off. So grabbing the reactor, pulling it off, and throw that down there onto the barge. Oh no, it's a little bit off target. This ain't good. Pull that back on track. And is it in there before it's gone critical? Yes, come on, go in there. Go in there. Yes. Right, we've salvaged the reactor. We've got 9 minutes to get the metal and nanocarbon together. Since we're working from the inside out, we'll start chopping panels, connecting them together, and then pulling apart the ship. So we've got metal, that's more of the exterior, and then we've got the nanocarbon, that's on the inside. So let's try solving the solution by going through some bolts. We've got the engine at the back there. We don't really want to do anything with that. We want to just kind of pop these bolts and release it. There we go. Cut through there. Cut through this one as well. Right, and we'll connect these floor panels together as we go. So we need to cut all these together, then we'll tether them and move around. It really does get quite technical and quite cool as you're doing something like this. I've only probably played for about 90 minutes, but the relaxation of just kind of building in this environment with a little bit of you know, that sort of country style-esque music playing in the background, it's great fun. There's a multiplayer, and apparently there's going to be like some little competitive style build, well, scrapping events. We do so much building. Is that like a space Pepsi over there? I think so. So the issue with this panel is it looks like it's actually located under the seat. Let's see if we can get in there without cutting the seats off. Okay, perfect. Right, so we can tether these together now. So let's hook that one with that one with that one, and let's see if we can tow them all in the direction of that. So that panel's kind of leading the way. Let's grab that into there. Okay, that's pulling. Oh, the tether's broke on that. Let's double tether them if we can.
Caution, tether supplies are low.
Okay, there we go. That's tethering in. I don't know if we use more tethers than we need to do. What are they? Are they nanocarbon or metal salvage that we're doing there? I think that is metal salvage. Oh, no, that's nanocarbon. We've done it. Okay, we've done the metal. We've just got the nanocarbon to go. So we need to find some of that. We can't scrap these. I believe these go down to the bottom bit. We've got 7 minutes left. Let's send them down there. We'll get us a bit of extra cash. So the scrap barge can go on out. There we go. Nanocarbon. Where are we going to get this stuff from? Let's begin by topping the roof off. So we've got all the bottom floor brackets in place. We've got these two upper ones to go as well. We've got that little pack. We can pull that down and send that down there. We're running a little low on oxygen, but we're still alright. What's this here? Can we pull this off the wall?
Credits deposited.
Let's see. Okay, send that down there before that causes any electrical spikes. The Pepsi bottle's electrified. Okay, furnace barge. Nanocarbon. Where are you? There we go. Let's push ourselves into position here. Chop these the best we can. I think there is 4 brackets. Oh, what's this? Utility keys. Oh, we could have probably done with them earlier. There we go. Chop that down. Let's chop these other panels off. Got 6 minutes 45 to meet the work order. Oh, perfect. Let's give that a little push out. Give that a little push out. See if we can move that towards the furnace. Grab that other one before it's too late. Send them both in the direction of the furnace. Save our tethers. There we go. Lovely. There's something awesome about working in like a zero-G environment like this. It feels like you are actually working. I can imagine jobs like this in the future where you're scrapping spaceships. Someone's got to do it, hasn't they? I guess. Unless you just put into a giant machine and then it scraps it for you. Okay, we're running low on oxygen. Let's go back to our little habitat and order some from the company. Oh, I wonder if there's any aboard the ship. Should we take the risk and have a quick look inside? Work orders complete. Lovely. So let's wrap that up here. Hardspace Shipbreaker is certainly very fun. It's very relaxing and there's a lot of pressure in the gameplay to scrap it on time and be as efficient as possible. And that's quite realistic because the company has quotas to meet and they want an efficient shipbreaker. So putting you in this position is really quite awesome and fun. Anyway, I'd like to thank you guys for watching. There'll be a link down in the description if you want to check it out for yourself. And this is definitely one I would give a go, especially if you like destroying things and taking things apart.